News Radio 710 KEEL, Robert J. Wright and Erin McCarty on the far yonder side of the kidney-shaped broadcast table, the man who actually carries the program on his back in a small knapsack. It ain't that big a show. The one, the only, Gary, the tiebreaker Watson.
Well, we've lost weight.
You can listen via the website 710keel.com or the free download Radio Pup app. It is worth your while, takes but a heartbeat. Joining us this morning, just out of the box here at 8 o'clock, is Judge Bobby Waddell. Judge Bobby, how you been, man? Nice talking to you once again.
Well, thank you. I'm doing great.
Bobby is chief judge in Caddo Parish, and I hate news like this, and I hate even asking the first question, but you and Charles Scott must go a long way back.
Well, yes, we do. We both were prosecutors at city court back in the mid-'70s. That's when I first really got to know him, and, of course, then we served together on the district court bench, and then I took over as chief judge when he went on to be DA. So, yeah, we've been close friends and with him and Alexis.
Fond memory. Can you relate a story for us?
Oh, I don't know any story. You know, Charlie at work was always serious. I mean, he had a good sense of humor and he laughed, but he was always conscientious. So as any goofy story or screwing up or doing something like that, there's just not many of those, or not with me anyway.
We have one because he would chat with us on the phone from time to time, and one day he came in, Robert wasn't here, and Robert on the phone would refer to him as Chucky Wucky.
Yes, I did in my usual disciplined way.
And he did not like that. So one morning when Robert wasn't here and I had him on the air, he said, well, where's Robert J. Wrong?
That was nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he had a wit like that. And I was talking to Larry Scott yesterday, and he was with Charlie the night before he passed away. And he said he was cutting jokes and being jovial and all this. And I'm thinking, I've known Charlie since, the mid-'70s. And I've always known him to laugh and be a lot of fun to be around. But actually just being the one telling the jokes, no, you have to listen to them. And sometimes they would come out with you have to think, did Charlie just say that?
Yes.
But he did do that quite often.
Judge Bobby, we were talking to Skylar Marvin last hour, and he was a couple of years younger than Charles, and he had mentioned that through the years how Judge Scott then was a mentor not only to him or to other young lawyers. You're more of his contemporary. Is that the case? Did you see that side of him also?
Yes, because like when he was chief judge, I mean, he's responsible. He was always trying to do something or better the situation. He's really the one that was responsible for us getting the drug court here in Caddo Parish. And he was chief judge during that time. And yes, he worked with a lot of people, and there are a lot of programs that people don't know. Charles was also a computer geek. He would spend times on just hours on the computer. A lot of that was through the State Judge Association, and a lot of them just stuff for the First ADC. And so, no, that does not surprise me at all. And, there was a group of lawyers that ran with Charlie that were just a year or so older than I, and not just back then, up until like a month ago when I last saw him, he was always with that same group, guys that he'd gone to law school with.
What, as chief judge for Caddo, what is your message to the legal community today about how the district attorney's office will be managed, how the court system will move on?
Well, it's a tragic loss losing Charles. He was truly a dedicated, I use this term, public servant, and he was 24/7, and he really loved what he did. When I was talking to Alexis yesterday just briefly, and she said at least he was doing what he loved when he passed away, and that's so true. Now, what happens tomorrow? Well, Dale Cox will be sworn in today. That was his first assistant, who was very competent and will do a great job. And it's a tragic loss. And, I mean, there's going to be some emotions with the employees because Charlie was close to just about everybody in his office. But I think the actual day performance will continue the same as it has. And, Charlie has more or less handpicked everybody he's got up there. Mm-hmm. And until they have a special election, I think you'll see the same office, period.
How was Alexis when you talked to her?
She is one strong lady and a gracious lady. And she was very strong, and we talked for, 5 or 10 minutes, and we discussed, Charlie and some of our past, and she's holding up real well. Now, I was told last night she was having a rough afternoon, and that's going to be tough on her because I don't know how well y'all know them outside, but I've known them for a long time, and you just don't see Charlie without Alexis. Mm-hmm. Everywhere they go, they're together, and she was very supportive of him and vice versa. So it's going to be tough, but she's a strong lady.
Chief Judge Bobby Waddell, thank you so much for your thoughts today. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you, and y'all have a great day.
Take care.
Thank you, Judge Bobby. Nice talking to you once again. Robert J. Wright, Erin McCarty, KEEL News Radio. Time is 17 past 8.